The Vivaldi community is unique. It's a place where you can go and hang and discuss things related to Vivaldi and other things. We're also providing a lot of free services with no strings attached. Hi, I'm Jon von Tetzner. I'm the CEO of Vivaldi. And today I'm talking about the Vivaldi community with no limitations. The interesting thing with Vivaldi is we actually started with the community basically before the browser. What happened for us is, in many ways, the start of Vivaldi is related to the end of opera as we knew it, right? And there was a very strong community around opera, right? And they had a website, the My Opera site, and they decided to close it down. And I guess the first thing that we were thinking, we need a place for those people. They've helped us so much in bringing up the browser, and we want to give them a place to hang and a place to communicate. Now, we had the idea we were going to do the browser, but we felt, okay, we need to actually put up this website rather quickly. So we did. So from the very beginning, the concept of what we are doing, we are building a browser for our friends, and so we built a community for our friends, and the kind of community where you should be able to go and enjoy your time. I think in many ways how you describe the Vivaldi community is it's a positive one. It's a helpful one. It's not one word, but I think both of them actually do fill in there. I think you'll find that generally people are willing to help you. And I think a lot of people go in there to discuss. Now, you don't need to. You can talk about multiple things. A lot of discussions obviously are about Vivaldi. It is a place for you to kind of go and discuss Vivaldi, but you can do many other things, and people do discuss other things. And I think the tone is pretty overall positive, helpful, and good. I think, the point of the community is that we're building a community for our friends, and we want this to be a good place to be. So obviously part of that is inclusiveness and the like, but it also means we try to basically have a friendly tone, and I think I think that you need to have an understanding how important the community is for us. For us, there are so many people that are spending so much time actually helping us. There's volunteers and the like. So they deserve, and you deserve, a place where you can go and you can ask questions and you can discuss things. And you can do that in a civilized manner. And that's what we're trying to build with our community. And I think that's what we're seeing. It's a helpful community. You go there, you ask for help, you get help. And there's all these people willing to help you and spending a lot of time doing so. Community is a place to get feedback. We get feedback based on our products, and they help us grow. In reality, as a company, we're kind of different from a lot of other companies. Our company is owned by the employees. We are dependent on our community to help us grow. We grow through word of mouth. Without the community, there is no Vivaldi. It's an extension of the family in also many ways. So the community is extremely important to us, and which is why we try to do anything we can to contribute to that community and to do what the community asks us to do. Product design for us, how we build our product, is all the features that we are building, all the settings that we're putting in, because we recognize the individuals, not just the groups. That's what matters. Yeah, we have a really passionate Vivaldi community, and we have members that are doing fantastic things for us. We have the Sopranos. The Sopranos are spending an awful lot of time helping us test Vivaldi, so it's as great a product as possible when it gets out there. They spend a lot of time testing. A lot of them have special skills which they're utilizing to help us discover difficult issues. They're helping us kind of communicate with other users. They're a fantastic bunch, and it's how helpful they are to us and in general. You'll find a number of them helpful in the community as well. They're quite often also helping other users and taking questions and then bringing their issues to us as well. We have the translators. As a small company, Part of what we want to do is to adapt to the needs of the users, and providing a lot of languages is part of that. And obviously it's a lot of fun when we are able to provide our browser in languages that no one else does, even supporting minority languages, which is kind of, I mean, I'm coming from a country where there's like 370,000 people. That's kind of understanding that there are smaller communities and supporting them is important to us. And those translators are helping us address big markets, but also small communities, which is great. And then we have the ambassadors that help spread the word about our browser and what we're doing. And that's another fantastic group of people. So all of those, they're spreading the word about us, they're helping other users and the like. So it's a great bunch, fantastic people, love them. When it comes to data collection and the like, I mean, we're very, very clear as a company and what we believe. We believe no company has the right to build profiles on their users. And in particular then taking those profiles and utilizing them for advertisement or in other ways provide access to their users. So we've decided with our community is there are no ads on our community. There is no data collection. Now, the fact that you don't have data collection doesn't mean that there is no data, because again, people are communicating and the like, and that's part of a system that we're running. But our point is to try to keep our users safe. And again, as part of that, there's no ads, and we are actually providing the community with blogs, we're providing forums, we're providing webmail, and with all of those, they're free and there is no ads, and we're not looking into trying to build profiles on our users. Yeah, so as part of the community, I mean, there's a number of different things, right? So the first thing, if you're using the browser, obviously you'd like to use sync. I mean, it helps you synchronize between the different devices that you have. You may have multiple computers, multiple phones, and you'd like to keep things in sync between them, whether that's bookmarks or passwords and the like. And that's something that's obviously important. By the way we do things, you have a login to our system, and then you have a separate encryption password, so the data that is stored on our servers is not readable by us. It's a security measure for our users, but also for ourselves. We don't really want to have access to that information. Second part is the forums. I mean, the forum is a really important part of our community. There's a lot of very busy members of the forums, which are helping others when they're asking questions. There are discussions both on things related to Vivaldi, but also related to other matters, whether it's technical or otherwise. And I mean, it's a good community to go and discuss things. And again, there's light discussions and deeper discussions, and I think that's a really good thing. Another thing that we offer is the blogs. So if people want to have a blog and put it out there, they can do that in our community as well. And that's another powerful function that we offer. We also have themes. Now this is related to the browser. You can download themes. To start with, those themes are made by community members. So we have kind of thousands of themes that community members have made. So you can have your browser look in different ways, with different colors, with different background images and the like. And these are created by our members for our members. So that's a beautiful thing. It's then the webmail and the calendar that we provide in the community. So when it comes to the webmail, I mean, the basic principle of this is it's a webmail where there's no ads, and again, it's free, and we are not trying to again build profiles. So it's not like you'll get a mail on vivaldi.net and then we'll send you a message, okay, do you want to book a hotel for your trip to Hawaii or whatever? Maybe some people like that as a feature, but I think it basically tells you that someone is listening to your mails, and that's not what we do. We also provide a calendar function there. So if you'd like to keep your calendar with Vivaldi, you can do that also. If you're using Vivaldi Mail and Vivaldi Calendar as part of Vivaldi on your PC, then you can also then use those services to store, because what we are providing on your PC is a client, and you may want to have an online service, Maybe you're using Google, maybe you don't want to be using Google, and then you could be using Vivaldi.net instead. Again, what we're trying to do is, on the client side, you don't have to be using our services. There's no tie between them. If you'd like to use them, you can, but you don't have to. When it comes to the forums, what is a little bit special here is, again, the interaction that we have with our users. And for me personally, for example, I tend to visit the forums every day. I read a number of the forums. Sometimes I go in and comment on something. And I think you'll find a big part of our group of the employees of Vivaldi, they're there as well. A number of them are communicating every day. Some of them are just reading and they don't really say much, but they are there because they want to get the feedback. So I think the important thing with our services, they're kind of related. In one way, they're related to the browser. We're not trying to generate money from our services, and we are not trying to gather data. It's basically a place for you to be. So I think you'll find that our focus is basically providing the best possible services, making them be safe for our users. And again, there's nothing else. We have no intention. We don't want to collect data on our users, and I think that's what people want. I'm definitely one of those. I don't like services that collect my data. I don't like services that collect data, and we as a company, that's not who we are. When it comes to our community, we have system administrators that are always looking at ways to keep the community safe and secure. They're looking at the technicalities and basically having the software run as well as possible and seeing if there are issues that need to be resolved. Now, a big part of the daily work is then we have all the people that are employees that are active in the communities, but actually a lot of the hard work is also done by our volunteers that are active members, that are moderators, that are there in the community to keep people safe, and they're doing a tremendous job there, basically being active in the community and making sure things don't get out of hand, because we want this community to be a friendly one. The Vivaldi community is unique. It's a place where you can go and hang and discuss things related to Vivaldi and other things. We're also providing a lot of free services with no strings attached. I think it's a pretty nice offer, and I hope that you'll agree. So inside our community, you can discuss anything that you like. There's a lot of discussions on Vivaldi, granted, but there's a lot of discussions on other matters, whether it's technical or just society or movies or what's the music you've been listening to lately. There's a big discussion on that. What are you listening to right now? I think that's one of our longest threads. And there's a number of other discussions. It's a place to hang, and it's a friendly place because basically people are generally friendly to each other, and our moderators help keep that. Now, you have a lot of all the other services. We are providing the webmail and the like for free. The point for us with the community is it should be a good place for you to be. It should be a safe place for you to be, and I hope you enjoy our community.